Earlier this year, we got Nicolas Cage in a Western film, and now he stars as Dracula. We are truly blessed. Hey everybody, my name is Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services. If you guys are like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming content. Renfield, the tortured aide to his boss Dracula, is forced to procure his master's prey and do his every bidding. However, after centuries of servitude, he's ready to see if there's a life outside the shadow of the Prince of Darkness. So we have Nicholas Hoult as Renfield and Nicolas Cage as Dracula. I wouldn't have had it any other way. We also have Awkwafina in here and Ben Schwartz, a pretty fun cast. And this is essentially a horror comedy looking at the relationship between Renfield and Dracula, and Renfield trying to find that courage to say no to his boss. He wants to focus on himself, have his own life, and possibly just stop being his servant. But we know Dracula, he doesn't want that to happen. He wants to take over the world. He wants a busload of cheerleaders. He wants nuns. He wants blood, and Nicholas Hoult is supposed to bring that to him. This is a short 90-minute, really tight comedy that moved very nicely. It was a blast. I had a lot of fun with this. The humor is there, from the jokes about Dracula to the kills in here and what they utilize to kill other people. The jokes are constantly coming. And I found myself laughing more than I have in any film this year. And there was a couple of times that I was laughing really out loud, which I normally don't do, but this film really caught my attention and the jokes really did work. Ben Schwartz brings his typical energy to this film. He's crazy in the film. He's part of the mob. His character really works, and I was surprised with how much he was involved within the film. Nicholas Hoult, he brings that calm presence to Renfield as he wants to explore other possibilities in his life. Dracula, played by Nicolas Cage, it just works. Nicolas Cage brings his typical zaniness to this role, while also paying tribute to Bela Lugosi and that style of Dracula. At times he's very menacing, at times you don't take him too seriously and it's a bit corny, but it works for this character. And I loved Awkwafina in here as well, as this determined young cop who wants to bring down this mob family, and then it starts to be connected to Dracula, so she's just kind of thrown into the middle of it all. She brings her comedy style to the role, but also I love that determination for this cop. Now, there are a lot of kills. I was surprised with how bloody this was. All the CGI blood in here, it works. I was surprised with how impressed I was with those moments, because the kills are constantly coming. When Renfield eats insects, he's able to obtain power and just go absolutely crazy, tearing limbs off of people, using those limbs as a way to kill other people. He utilizes so much, from forks to other people's body parts to dinner plates, whatever he's using. The film gets very bloody as people's heads are being chopped off and limbs are being torn apart. There was a lot of blood in here, but you're also using that as a comedic way to show these killings as well. So the comedy is able to blend nicely in with those very violent, bloody sequences, but also the action is pretty good. At times, I noticed very early on the editing was very choppy, quick takes for some of the action scenes, but it eased up throughout the film. But one of the highlights for me in this movie is looking at that relationship between Renfield and Dracula and how toxic it is, as Renfield is going to these meetings, as he's having this chance to open up about his relationship with Dracula and how he wants more. There's a lot of important messages about believing in yourself, taking care of yourself, and standing up to other people who are trying to control you. I like how Dracula meets all of those criteria, but people aren't thinking that it's Dracula, and added for some funny moments really early on. But I love how he became more confident throughout the film, and looking at his past and where he is now and what he wants. That was explored nicely throughout, so you have that chance for some more personal, emotional moments for Renfield, and it does work amongst a film that's very zany and bloody and over the top at times. it has that chance to kind of slow down and look at that relationship, and it doesn't affect the pacing at all. It doesn't affect the overall tone of the film. It's just put in nicely into the movie. Overall, Renfield was a blast. I had a lot of fun with this film, from the kills to the comedy to Nicolas Cage as Dracula. It works. The makeup for him and the different looks of Dracula as he's starting to gain power and restore his look. There was some really impressive makeup work in the beginning of the film, but Renfield was a blast. If you like Nicolas Cage and realize that at times he's a bit zany, this movie is for you. So before I give you my score for Renfield, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer actions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. And if you'd like to see where Renfield ranks amongst all the other 2023 releases I've seen this year, follow me on Letterboxd and there you can find my ranking. I'm going to go ahead and give Renfield a B-. Thank you guys for checking out my review for Renfield. Have you guys seen it by chance? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Justin Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.